For 1 week, Kansas City's been dealing with a new normal. Kids staying and studying at home, businesses shut down. It's all part of the stay-at-home order to slow the spread of COVID-19. People staying in place except for those essential needs like food or medicine. Good afternoon, I'm Haley Harrison. A warning today from the Kansas Attorney General. It's about that roughly $1,200 check many are going to be getting from the federal government. KMBC 9's Michael Mahoney reports scammers are already planning to pounce on it.
These federal relief checks aren't coming out for a couple of weeks at least, but already the con men are playing their game. In a Zoom interview today, Kansas Attorney General Derek Schmidt says they are getting complaints about con games offering to help you get that check faster.
Or that they say they're the IRS and there's been an error and we need to reconfirm your bank account or your social security number. None of that is true.
Schmidt says the relief checks will arrive the same way many of us get our IRS refunds, after paying taxes or submitting a 1040 form.
So if your tax refund is direct deposited into your account, so too will be this payment in about 3 weeks. If you normally receive a paper check for your refund, so too with this payment a few weeks after that. No action is required.
The same is true for Missourians entitled to these checks, and it's almost every adult. If you have questions or doubts, the IRS has a special page on its website to answer those questions about the relief checks. Schmidt also says you can call their consumer hotline, 800-432-2310, with complaints.
The government will not contact people about these payments. So if you're hearing from anybody, it's a scammer.
So here's what you need to know. These checks will arrive just like an IRS refund check. Anybody trying to get to you about that check is trying to run a scam. Michael Mahoney, KMBC 9 News.
You have to be so careful right now. And Attorney General Schmidt actually says the number of complaints about price gouging in Kansas is going up. Last week, they had about 80 complaints. As of yesterday, it was 140. COVID-19 cases are still on the rise. Missouri's reached more than 1,300 positive cases and 14 deaths. 428 people have tested positive in Kansas. 9 people have died. The latest death was in Johnson County, Kansas. Now, here's a chart showing the trend in both states for the past week. The director of Kansas State Health and their department there says that cases in Kansas are doubling every 3 days. The KU Health System is releasing new details on its effort to slow the spread of this virus. Doctors are treating 25 patients. 10 of those are on ventilators. They say that they're treating 25 others who are being tested for the virus. All patients are being held in an area away from other patients. Doctors want you to continue social distancing, washing your hands, and not touching your face. Governor Mike Parson of Missouri says the National Guard is now in Kansas City. Members are looking at the Kemper Arena and the Independence Event Center as possible hospital sites. The Guard is looking at buildings to house beds and lots of people. They also need facilities that can respond quickly. No decision has been made just yet. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly says the state is seeing unprecedented numbers of unemployment claims. In Kansas, claims jumped from around 1,800 2 weeks ago to more than 60,000 last Sunday. Governor Kelly says employees at a Department of Labor hotline are receiving hundreds of thousands of calls every day.
This isn't just a spike in the numbers, it is unprecedented. In response, we've doubled our capacity at our call centers. Employees are working extended hours, and we're working to add additional phone lines. We are also in the process of moving employees from other agencies to help in this effort.
If you are seeking unemployment benefits, the governor says the fastest way is to apply online at getkansasbenefits.gov. I've also tweeted out that link as well. Now, we're just getting this into the newsroom here. We're breaking news here. A new warning from the Kansas Department of Health. People who attended a recent conference at the Miracle Temple of God in Christ in KCK may have been exposed to COVID-19. The ministers and the conference workers say that this all took place from March 16th through the 22nd. Multiple people who attended this conference have since become ill and tested positive for coronavirus. If you attended this event and you developed symptoms up to 14 days later, please call your local health department as they will conduct a confidential investigation. If you're a small business owner, no doubt that you've had to make some pretty tough decisions in the last few weeks. Investigative reporter Matt Fleener speaking with 2 experts tonight on relief from the federal government that's now on the way.
Tonight, small businesses are trying to find a new normal, with help on the way as part of the $2 trillion package passed by Congress last week. Small businesses this week are starting to apply for loans and grants.
It's really about understanding your personal business situation.
Jonathan Knapp with Creative Planning says small businesses should absolutely be talking to their tax advisor, lender, or financial advisor as soon as possible on the best options available.
They're looking for those loans that could be forgiven for maintaining payroll and expenses like that. Those are applied through lenders like credit unions and banks.
Don't panic. There's help on the way.
Business advisors like Jack Harwell at Johnson County Community College say the Small Business Administration is an important resource right now, too, saying Congress has passed help businesses should be able to see quick.
What they've done now is fast and it's large.
Lenders in the Small Business Administration say that there is help available for all kinds of small businesses and say that the best thing you can do really is to just apply. Many businesses have been shut down due to the stay-at-home order, including many on the Country Club Plaza. But if you feel like a business is not complying with this order, there are different agencies you can contact. In Johnson County, Kansas, there's a list of administrative numbers for every police department in the county. It's on their website. In Kansas City, Missouri, you can call 311. In Jackson County, Missouri, you can contact the health department. Consumer confidence has plunged to its lowest level in nearly 3 years across the United States. Millions of people are out of work, and as KMBC 9's Sally Kidd reports, economists say the worst may be yet to come.
As the pandemic intensifies in the U.S., there are troubling signs for the economy. Consumer confidence plummeted in March, hitting its lowest mark since 2017, reflecting rising concerns about volatility in the financial markets and the outlook on jobs.
There's clearly a lot of weakness out there. What we're calling the coronavirus contraction is going to have widespread effects.
The Confidence Board predicting further declines as the virus takes its economic toll. Last week, Americans filed a record-shattering 3.3 million initial jobless claims. An analysis from the Federal Reserve projecting the unemployment rate could go as high as 32%.
But if you take the right steps and really able to combat it, then by summer we may be able to get back to what we consider maybe relatively normal.
The hardest hit sectors, retail, leisure, and hospitality. Governors in some of the hardest hit states are asking Congress for additional help.
We need assistance for workers, small businesses, and flexible aid for states.
President Trump urging Congress to pass a $2 trillion infrastructure bill to create jobs and boost the economy.
Well, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says Democrats have begun drafting the next major rescue package, and she says infrastructure spending will be in there, as well as help for healthcare workers and hospitals, among other things. In Washington, I'm Sally Kidd, KMBC 9 News.
Some of the nation's biggest retailers, including Macy's, Kohl's, and Gap, all furloughed thousands of workers this week. About 30 Delta planes are now parked on a runway at KCI. News Chopper 9 flew over the airport earlier today, and as you can see, it's become basically a parking lot for airplanes. Thousands flights are now canceled because of the coronavirus. Traffic tickets are still being handled in Johnson County, Kansas, even as the DA's office is closed, and all court dates between now and May 8th have been rescheduled. If you want to take care of your ticket right now, many citations can be diverted. If your case is eligible for diversion, head to da.jocogov.org. The standard $20 fee for mail-in traffic diversion will be waived during this period.